Yo, this Sesko, who this?
What's up, Red Phone fam? Thank you for dialing in. Dang, I'm on the mic. Thank you for dialing in and tapping in with your friend over here where the Red Phone resides, okay? I'm about to get into this Found recap, episode 13, y'all, the season finale. I'm satisfied with it. I thought it was a really good ending to a series for the first season at that. Let's just say for me, this series altogether, it was given what was expected to be gave. I mean, this is what I was looking from prime time television, okay, when it comes to a crime drama. But let's get into this episode 13. We start off with Gabby. Actually, we start off with Sir. This is the first day of school for Gabby. I guess this is like a new school for her. It seems like she's transferring in as a new student. She has Sir as, what is he, her English teacher? English lit, probably. And they in there, they're going over Romeo and Juliet. So, they discussing Shakespeare. And Sir doesn't expect that Gabby is already up to speed on this type of literature. So he just let her know, Gabrielle, I'm not sure if you're used to this or not. And Gabby just shut that down so quickly by letting him know that what's in a name. And she cites some Shakespeare to let him know that, yeah, I'm right there with you, boy, and all y'all up in here. So she's already wowing Sir. And the haters is already hating because there's a little young man that want to be calling Gabby a teacher's pet on the first day. Like, how is Gabby a teacher's pet, boy? You don't even know me. You would wish to be a pet, hating early in the game. So we tap out of that flashback just knowing that Sir got his good eye on Gabby. He enjoys her as a student so far. On the very first day, he's already intrigued. So we transfer from the flashback back to present day. And, Gabby is considering, or she's definitely, I guess, then committed to telling the team that what she is, she's committed to doing that. I thought Don gonna talk her out of it. I was feeling like Don is gonna say, Gabby, just let this be between me and you. I got you, because at the end of the day, that is his bestie. He holds a lot in for Gabby. And we see that throughout this episode and throughout the last one as well. I mean, throughout the whole series, throughout the whole season, I mean. Don been holding it down for Gabby. Okay, but when we get up here to the office, our guy Trent comes in, and Trent is ready to confront Gabby about, what she's been doing. The fact that he feels some kind of way that she didn't refer to Sir in the present tense. So he's still trying to get to the bottom of that. And Gabby been curbing him left and right. And this is after Gabby was, if we don't forget, Gabby was abducted last episode. So Trent is finally trying to get a hold of her. He done tracked her down at M&A. And Gabby, I don't know what you thought, but she tried to lean in for the kiss when Trent went in to embrace her. And he was like, Gabrielle, we need to talk. I said, well, how the tables have turned. Now, Gabby, you want somebody to hold you down when you go get locked up about this, don't you? And you was hoping it could be Trent, but it's looking like he wants to know what the tea really is, instead of just being there for you the way that Don is. Girl, just stick to your friend. Stick to leaning in on your friend with this one, Gabby, because I think you're going to regret it. Gabby convinces Trent to just fall back for a minute, because I'm going to tell you what's going on with me and what's been going on with me after I tell my team. I just need to tell them first, and I'm going to tell you, I promise. So Trent falls back and give her the space. And next thing we know, Gabby is appearing at home. Okay. And this is the first time that she's been to the house since she was abducted. So what she got to do, y'all? She got to go and check on Sir. Y'all, we gotta hurry up and get in there and see what the hell Sir has been up to, because last thing we know, he was cutting up. So we get over here and we see we see bloody paw prints all on the door frame. And Gabby is just like, let me get my bag, because I know damn well where is this man. She don't know if he gonna jump out and attack or what. We see the basement door swing open and Gabby standing there with the bat. She start walking down the stairs. I'm thinking like, this man, I'm thinking really at this point, I'm low-key thinking that Don done let Sir out with the intention on finding Gabby, because he crazy enough to find her. I don't know, y'all. I was thinking some of everything, but I knew that Don had aided and abetted this man one way or another, because when he brought down that case file with Gabby's photo attached, what it was attached with, and what did you leave this man with? Where was your antennas, Don, when you left this man with a paper clip? And that's what Gabby do. She go on and call Don up like, get over here, because what is going on, y'all? So Don get over here. He looked like he was chained up into the shadows when I came, and they just trying to figure out what they gonna do now, because like I could only imagine that Gabby, not only is she planning on telling the crew that she been hiding this fool, now she got to explain that and he's escaped. So hide your kids, hide your wife. Sir out here, okay? Before she could even really fully process this moment, you guys, her phone ring is Lacey. Lacey wanting to know what's going on, but not only that, Lacey is telling her like, it's Dashika. Y'all remember Dashika from episode 1? Dashika was a case, a missing girl that wasn't getting no publicity the way that another case was. I believe it was like the governor's daughter. Now, we did find another girl on that case or on that episode, but Dashika was also a missing girl featured in that first episode, y'all. So that is coming full circle with the finale, that we about to find Dashika, because we just got a sighting of her at the train station. So Lacey is calling to give Gabby the 411 on that. Meanwhile, she over here down in the background. She like, what down over there? What y'all doing? All I wanted to know was like, what did it matter? Like, why would it be such a surprise or a shock that Don is over at Gabby's? Maybe it was an odd time of the night or something. I don't know. But why would it have mattered, Lacey? So she wanted to know what's going on, and another promise that Gabrielle is making to tell her soon enough. So she's letting her know, look, I'm going to tell you what's going on, Lacey. I promise. Just go over there with Trent at the PD and start looking for Dashika. I'm about to be on my way with, and Don is right behind us, I guess. So Gabby really sends Don on his own solo mission to go and find Sir. And he go into his house. He unlocking the safe, getting his guns and things. And what? He just making all the noise with the guns and pop, pop. And his man's comes in there and he's like, what does she have you doing? I mean, I love Gabby too, but what in the hell is going on? It looks like she's about to send you out on a mission that you might not come back from. You might come back to me mentally messed up, and you just got to a stable place. I'm not going through that with you again. If I lose you behind her, I'm going to be left here, okay, picking up the pieces. And she going to be going on about her business. So, Don, you need to sit down. So, meanwhile, back at M&A, Gabby is over there going crazy, calling all the shots and telling everybody to do this, that, and the other. Because, once again, she's channeling her frustration from what she's going through with Sir into this case with Dashika. And she's telling everybody do this, that, whatever. Like I said, calling the shots. In comes to the doors Ethan, Don's partner, and now he up here, he wants to know what's going on, because I just seen my man locking and loading, and he said that he doing this behind something you got him on. Like, what kind of special ops mission is this that I don't know about, Gabrielle? Please clue me in. So Margaret ended up pushing him down, because not pushing him down, but being able to just get him to understand, like, look, we all in the same position. We don't know what's going on, and Gabby is not going to tell us nothing. So don't even waste your time. Just be on standby and trust me on this one. In addition to that, Trent comes in and he's trying to get answers from everybody's wanting answers about what's going on with Gabrielle and why she's been acting like how she has been. On top of that, Trent knows how she referred to sir in the present tense. So Trent is asking Margaret, like, are you sure that everything's okay with Gabby? Because, like, I'm just really, everybody trying to say something without saying what they trying to say, just flat out, and Trent just comes out and says, like, do you know that she refers to sir in the present tense? And Margaret is just like, I didn't know that. Okay. But she definitely took that little bit of information and held on to it, because Don gets a phone call as he walking through what, y'all? The farmhouse in Virginia, where sir held Gabby. So Don is there snooping and lurking and looking around, trying to find any evidence that sir has been there recently, could possibly be hiding out there. He gets a phone call from Margaret, and I'm just like, boy, did you clear the building before you just crouch down and take this call? Do you know that this man ain't in here yet? Don't let your guard down. I was very tense in this moment because I was feeling like sir could have hopped out at any time and been like, what you doing up in my house? So Margaret is like, Ethan was over here asking about you, trying to find out what's going on. I mean, is he overreacting, or does he have a reason to be concerned? And Don was like, I'm just trying to find Dashika, and he ain't overreacting, though. I'm going to just say that on that. I said, look at Don over here, dry telling on Gabby that, yeah, she got me out here in the trenches yet again on a crazy ass mission. But meanwhile, just make sure that her and Lacey stay away from, just make sure that they stay close to Trent at this point in time, because it's not looking good. And Margaret just come on out and say it. Is this got something to do with sir? Just let me know. And not with Margaret, because Margaret is on edge with all of her spidey senses tingling. She knows something is up between Don and Gabby. She know they're withholding information. She knows it's serious, and she's just trying to basically just get an answer so that she could stop stressing herself out, okay? And Don goes in and give her that. Like, look, it do got something to do with sir. He's been sighted close, and we need to make sure that Gabby and Lacey is safe at the end of the day. And you could just see, like, the relief come across Margaret's face, because she like, okay, I thought so. I could keep on. Girl, I'm about to go to the bus station. Because you know that she's still going to the bus station, y'all. She has not let that go entirely, which I thought she did. I thought Margaret let the bus station go, but apparently, she's still going down there to the bus station, but she's satisfied right now with the information that she got from Don to proceed and go on with the case, because they got a press conference now for Dashika, and there we have Gabby, M&A, of course. We have Dashika's grandmother and grandfather. Her father and her stepmother are all there. And they basically just thanking Gabby for continuing on supporting a case. And I don't know why, but at this moment, I kind of felt like something was off. Of course, we see that there is some type of conflict between the grandma and the dad. Really not even between the grandma and the dad, but between the grandma and the stepmom. Gabby just let the family know, look, I'm out here for Dashika. I'm on the case. We go over to the train station finally and find out that the time that Dashika was abducted, the security guard who was normally glued to his seat was gone, and the tape was erased. Like, the recording from that time slot is missing, of course. Of course, because we couldn't just go and find the footage and get a clue. We got to work with nothing every time. So we actually do get us a little bit of a lead from a woman that took some pictures of Dashika when she noticed some burn marks on her arm. She told Dashika that she would get help. Next thing you know, she turned around. Dashika was up out of there. Okay, she got up and took off. So we transition from that back into a flashback of Gabby at school with Sir. She's going to have her lunch. He invited her on the first day, y'all, to eat lunch with him because he's just so fascinated by this charming and brilliant young woman. okay, a 10th grader that he want to invite to lunch in the classroom with the door open nonetheless. And at this moment we see Sir in his habits and his tendencies of he got his lunch all packed up in the fine dining silver container, okay, and plate and napkin. And he just explained it to Gabby after she's like, wow, like fancy much? He's like, yeah, you know what? I definitely appreciate a good conversation over a fine meal. Okay. That's something that I always embraced growing up. And she's like, wow, my mother was like that too. I'm just like, was that lady your mama, Gabby? Was that older lady that was Sir's uh saving grace? I'm still wanting to find out why y'all introduced us. I mean, I guess we just wanted it. Me personally, I just wanted that lady to be of some significance, and she wasn't. Okay, we wanted that to be the tie between Gabby and Sir, and she just wasn't. So I'll go ahead on and accept that now. But Sir was basically saying like, yeah, I'm on this fancy type of thing. This is who I am. This is what I like. You know, I can't. This is my thing. This is my zhuzh. And Gabby was like, okay, yeah, my mother passed away and she was like that too. And Sir is like, oh, well, yeah, my mom, she passed away too. Gabby said, how? Oh, she was killed tragically. Okay. Now, I bet that she was. Before we could even get this classroom lunch started, a student comes in to tell Mr. Evans, who looks crazy, by the way, with no beard. Like, can we get the beard back? Beard back season number 2, because I don't want to see this. He really looks like the creep that he is without the beard, you guys. But yeah, we get a student that come in there and tell Sir, like, that boy that was teasing Gabby is down there throwing up, puking his guts out. Mr. Evans, we need help. First of all, why y'all didn't why he just didn't take his butt to the nurse? Why did we even need to go and disrupt Mr. Evans on his lunch? It ain't no nurse on duty. So anyway, he goes on out there to help this boy, and we are back at headquarters, okay? And we're going over the picture of the burns, and Lacey is basically saying how, you know what, these burn marks, because I was burned, I know that these are not new marks. These are old. These are at least like 5 months old and healed over. So we trying to figure out, if they was that old, why wouldn't there be no record of CPS reporting this? Because we definitely checked in with them the last time when Dashika was initially reported missing, but they didn't have no reports of abuse. So then we go over to CPS, and we're asking the CPS man over there, we need to dig a little bit deeper on this. He said, I told y'all ain't nothing going on with that girl. She's a runaway, just like all the rest of them. You know that these CPS people in every show, just like in real life, they be overworked and cutting corners. So this man, he probably don't know what's going on about nobody's caseload. And Gabby bust in the door waving a 4-4, wanting to know, do you have any agents or workers that are off today that called in sick? He like, yeah, just one. And she like, get over there, y'all. Let's go ahead and ransack this desk. And they going through everything, and they looking at Margaret's, you know, she peeping the scene out. She looking at him on trips. He got expensive little ink pens. He got a little fancy card case. And she's like, expensive taste for a social worker. This man like, man, he been here for 10 years. He about making more than me. Damn. Like, the man, you know, he's doing well. Don't be judging by these expensive things that you seeing up here. And we open up the drawer. For some reason, you know, Gabby's saying, like, we need access to his desktop. And if you don't give it to me, you're going to be on the news tonight, basically, about how you obstructing justice in the case of a missing child. So he get on and give them access. You know Gabby gonna force her way in. First thing they do and pull up on the computer, why is it pictures popping up like spam of Dashika? Why in the world would this man have pictures of her on his laptop if he ain't even on her case? We back at Zeke house with it now, trying to get to the bottom of why this man, this caseworker, would be having photos of Dashika and it ain't no case filings of abuse. So yeah, Zeke, he get on his computer, he do his thing, and we end up finding out that there was a filing of abuse, or a report of abuse, I'll say, but it was never filed. So who reported the abuse and the burn marks and all that? Dashika's grandmother, Lily. But it didn't go no further because Kareem, Dashika's dad, and his new wife, I guess, is basically threatening the grandma that if you keep on reporting me and making these crazy allegations, that we gonna report you for elder abuse. Okay, and that man that you taking care of, I think that may be just her husband, but not necessarily Dashika's grandfather, Jeremy. Okay, this older man that has Alzheimer's, they gonna flip the script on her if she keep threatening to report abuse of Dashika. They gonna say that she's doing elder abuse. We find out that Dashika's parents didn't even pay the social worker $7,000. Not only that, they ain't the only family that he taking money from, and that's how he can afford all them trips and all them fancy and shiny things. I said, Lord, you getting bribed over here, or people is bribing you to keep report. I just don't understand that. Why are you bribing a caseworker to make a report go away when all you got to do is not abuse your damn child? Like, if you got the money to be bribing, I'm talking about 7 bands. You got $7,000 to bribe somebody to hide abuse. Just stop abusing the kid. How about that? So next thing we do, we call in Dashika's dad and his wife, her stepmother, and we trying to figure out where was y'all antennas when this abuse was going on and who was doing it. Who was doing it, y'all? April, the stepmother. And the way that Dashika's daddy jumped up at her, I was like, you know what, sir? I'm not even mad at your reaction. That was a natural response, because woman or man or not, if you burning my daughter, talking about it wasn't abuse, it was just to teach her a lesson. What kind of, I should teach you a lesson right now with the back of a hot spoon. Like, girl, you lucky Dashika didn't haul off and whoop your. Because for real, like, Dashika is old enough to have told her dad. I feel like he, though, was just shunning her off. Like, or just, she probably obviously didn't feel comfortable with telling him nothing like that. So, damn, it's like, to be a kid and to be uncomfortable in your own home and be getting abused by a step parent, like, you're evil. They're talking about she was burning her with a spatula, a hot spatula. It was just a hot spatula. It wasn't abuse. She was always talking back to me. You gonna be talking back to somebody too. You about to be talking back to Big Brenda when you get locked up. Dashika's dad at this point is like, if my child ain't, I know one thing. You talking about you done burnt her with a hot spatula because she was talking back to you. If she ain't found alive because she done ran off because of your abuse, if she ain't found alive, hell ain't gonna be a safe enough place for this heifer. Get her out my face. Now, I'm just wondering, because they came there together, what the hell was that car ride home like? I mean, did she even go home with you? Did you make her catch an Uber to just come home and proceed to pack her ish? Like, I really want to know that much about, if this wasn't the day that y'all broke up, sir, I can't take you serious. Nonetheless, the crew is still working on the case because we don't have any leads. So, with all the information that we got, y'all, ain't that something crazy? We still don't have any real leads on where Dashika was going or being taken to from that train station. So everybody's offering to stay late and work with Gabby, and Gabby is really putting them at ease enough to just get them out of her way. She want to work in peace. And Lacey is like, all right, then I'm gonna just go ahead on and get my car. And Don is like, I'll drive you. You know, I'll drive you back home. Just leave your car here. And Lacey is like, you know what? This is enough. What for real is what's going on? Because I'm tired of all the ducking and dodging that y'all been doing, all the secretive looks that y'all been passing at each other. What the hell is going on here? And so Gabby finally breaks down and tells Lacey there's been a legitimate sighting of Sir, and we're just trying to be safe, everybody. Lacey like, you know what, I'm done. I'm so tired of running and jumping every time we get a suspicion that Sir is out there on the loose. I'm not going to live my life being afraid of Sir. No, I'm just not going to do it. So Lacey runs off, and Don just go behind her, child, at the request of Gabby, of course. And Margaret go to the bus station, and Zeke is like, I'll stay. Because we know all he gonna have to do is sit there behind that laptop. He ain't even gotta be right there with it. And shout out to Kendall for pointing out the fact that when Don and Gabby be in that room having their secret conversations, their little bestie combos, Zeke is on the other end of that computer. Please believe it at all times. Margaret gets down to the bus station, and she's noticing, she's doing her thing, y'all. She's noticing the lines on the people's faces that are arriving from the bus station or into the bus station. And she hits Gabby up to say, look, Dashika had lines on her face just like these people that's coming in here from the bus station that have been on a long ride. She wasn't going nowhere. She wasn't being taken nowhere. Dashika is somewhere in DC, in the city, because she rode in on the train with them lines all on her face, y'all. So look closer than we expecting her to be. So the crew is back at the M&A office, putting their brains together and trying, and basically came to the conclusion that Dashika was probably trying to protect whoever her abductor was in an instance like this. And it all comes back down to Grandma Lily. Okay, we find out that Grandma Lily is actually Dashika's abductor because she was trying to protect her. She was trying to protect Dashika from her dad and April. Okay, the wicked stepmother, and with good reason. But it is still a crime, ma'am, to be kidnapping and things. I really do see where you was coming from, and I felt bad for Grandma Lily when they went in and kicked her door in and proceeded to arrest her once they found Dashika being hidden in a damn crawl space in the wall, you guys. And I'm just thinking like, well, if you got her there, I don't know. Maybe she could have told Dashika to go run in there because they was at the door. It just really seemed like Dashika was in that little space though before, because they didn't have no time to plan this. Okay, before Gabby was knocking, I don't think Lily let them in. They just came in there. So Dashika was already in the crawl space, you guys. Like, why you got this little girl up in there like that if you was trying to protect her? So nonetheless, Grandma Lily ends up getting arrested along with April. Okay, Gabby let her know, look, yo, her daddy wasn't doing nothing. It was his wife, and she's been arrested. Y'all gonna see each other down there at the precinct in a minute. Okay, but let me know where Dashika is. And this is when she finds her in the crawl space. Of course, the grandma is like, but like, how am I gonna get locked up? What about Jeremy? He's gonna have to be put in a home, unfortunately. So we reunite Dashika and her dad, find out the reason behind Dashika not really telling her dad about the abuse from his wife. And she was like, because I didn't want you to have to look for another wife again. You already lost mom, and April was abusing me, but I was thinking about you. When really you should have been having extra antennas up around me at that time. But you got this new woman and you was going to basically just put her in charge of me, and you fell back. You got me a new mom and you fell back. That's why you didn't know the abuse. That wasn't Dashika saying all that last part, y'all. That was me. Because dad, you was slacking on your macking on that one. You supposed to have your antennas up even when it's around the same sex, okay? Because not only men can't be trusted around kids, women are violators too, or abusers too. Okay, so we came to see that in this episode. So we back at the office with it, and the crew is prepared to hang Dashika's picture on the wall and celebrate another victory. Meanwhile, we got Don and Gabby having another bestie conversation in her office. And Don is pretty much letting Gabby know that, yeah, I done cleaned up your place. I done scrubbed all evidence of Sir. You can just relax now. He's gone, Gabby, because my man that notified me of the fact that Sir done got him a passport in another identity. and he's off. Okay, he's off to maybe like a non-extradition country, but you don't have to go out there and tell anybody anything as of right now. Just like I suspected, Don is trying to allow Gabby to escape accountability, not even allow her to escape accountability, but really just keep her from basically tearing everybody else down and making them fall apart in the way that he did when he first got wind of the news that Gabby been harboring Sir. Okay, but she's like, you know what? No, I got to do this. So she stands up and put her big girl pants on, and she go in there and tell the rest of the crew. Now, it ain't no, we don't verbally hear what Gabby is saying. We just seeing the reaction of everybody. Okay, everybody eyes is getting all watery. Margaret just like in disbelief. Lacey in disbelief. Zeke over there in disbelief. And everybody just kind of storms off. Not even storm off, they just disperse. They in disbelief right now. Margaret walks off. What I thought was very funny and I got a little cackle out of was when Zeke just got up and walked away from his computer, y'all. I said it would have been even more funnier if he would have closed the laptop down like that. And that's always he's just gonna get up and walk away. That's why I said Zeke be in there monitoring things from a remote location if he gonna do anything else. So we cut to Lacey. We get Lacey going back to her place, and she locking herself in with all them doors, all the locks on the door. And she gets a call from the vet because, mind you, Lacey dog been sick this whole time. Ever since Sir got out, Lacey dog has been in the hospital. He been throwing up. And I start thinking, Lord, the dog throwing up just like that little boy was throwing up at the school. And we already know that Sir is hot on Gabby's trail. Gabby also going through the apartment, or not the apartment, but her place, and she is noticing that some rat poisoning is gone. Cause she see a little speck of, why was Sir's hands bloody? Like maybe they was bloody and cut up from getting out of them handcuffs or something. But he had a little thumbprint on top of the cabinet door, and when Gabby opened up that door, she seen that the rat poisoning was gone. Okay, so Gabby is up here thinking like, oh my God, well, who has he gotten to? Meanwhile, like I said, we getting a call from the vet, from Lacey's vet, letting us know that Cruiser has been throwing up because he was poisoned. Now, Sir is cold because he lucky that these folks don't come down here and arrest Lacey for trying to poison her dog, which there is a slight chance that somebody wouldn't do that to their pet and then still take them to the hospital for help. But you never know. It might could be a Munchausen dog case too. Pet parents might have Munchausen disease. So you never know. I mean, I feel like animal control could have been called on Lacey in a situation like this because Sir want to play games. Not only do he want to play games, but we see that he is tucked away in the closet because he is holding up to his end of things. Okay, he is a man of his word, as we are coming to see. Sir is in the closet at Lacey's house, y'all, and this is how the episode ends. We see him in the shadows of a closet with the door cracked. Is Lacey gonna be returning to season 2? I think that she will. I think that Gabby's gonna catch on to this just in the nick of time, because we also see Margaret back at the bus station with her lunch sitting out. Now I don't know who all food he done been able to tamper with, but it's looking like everybody needs to be on high alert. Zeke, you too. We also found out in this episode that Zeke hadn't even told his own family that his uncle was the one that was abusing him. He still ain't told his family until this day. So it's like, dang, Zeke, we finally getting a little bit more and more of a dose of information from you. But I really felt like we would get even more of more insight on why he doesn't go outside? Because was your uncle not only your abuser but your abductor too? Like, I'm really trying to put the pieces of that puzzle together with Zeke. I'm sure we'll find out more and more since they want to breadcrumb us to death with his storyline. um I'll wait around here for it because I ain't going nowhere, baby, when it comes to family. But yeah, we got Sir on the loose, Gabby thinking that he's gone now. Okay, how long is that gonna play out? How long before they figure out he ain't went nowhere? And Don, where did you really even get this information from? Because was you really just saying something to ease everybody's mind while you go out on your own little mission to find him? Because you know that's how Don is. And yeah, child, I don't know, but we're gonna find out. Make sure that you drop your thoughts on this episode of Found down into the comments. Let me know what you felt about it. Let me know if it was all that you expected or what you felt like the show could bring for a season finale. Because I definitely do feel like, hey, it was good. It was perfect for what we've been watching thus far. And yeah, y'all, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye. Yo, this Sesko, who this?